bit about what inspires me. So, what I always find inspiration in is kind of the sharing of truth, of authenticity and vulnerability. And when I see this reflected in other people or even in my own personal choices, that really brings inspiration to me and helps me take more significant action in my life. So it's the dreams that are followed and the chances that are taken, and the fearlessness, or having fear and doing it anyway. So having courage, that inspires me on a daily basis. So where do I find this inspiration? I tend to read a lot, and I really love audiobooks in particular because I can listen to them when I'm doing pretty much anything else. So I can get in a walk, or maybe when I'm driving somewhere, I can listen to the audiobook. My favorite one right now that I'm listening to is by Derek Rydell, and it is The Law of Emergence or Emergence. It is an incredible resource. Highly recommend it. Also people. So I've actually just started with a coach myself. I've had other ones in the past, but I found one that I really feel will help me progress forward in my overcoming some of the fears that I've had in being in the spotlight in the public eye. So what do I do for self-care? That is kind of dependent on my day-to-day. I'm always trying to listen to what my body and my mind and my soul actually need. And that changes, that changes with the seasons. It changes with circumstances that I'm going through. But I do tend to have a lot of baths. I really like my quiet time, so I always try to find that kind of solitude. Reading is a big one. Yoga, biking, and doing those little things that challenge me. I make a point of doing at least one thing a day that I'm scared shitless of. Video is one of the biggest ones, so I guess I'm doing a lot of video lately, and other things that I've been doing to kind of overcome those fears have been, putting my writing out there and being more authentic in the public eye. So yeah, that one's still hard, but I'm working on it. So what am I currently learning? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm always learning, aren't we all? That's kind of the name of the game, especially if you are embracing that transformation. So right now I'm really learning that these borders, these edges of what I used to think were possible, or maybe my capabilities, are total illusion. So I feel them, like I get there and I can kind of feel them, but the truth is what I'm actually feeling is what I used to think of as possible. So they're my fears. They're that uncomfortable, itching feeling in your skin. They like just makes you want to crawl out of your skin. But all it is it's like a snake shedding its skin. It's supposed to feel like that. So I'm learning that those borders are illusion, and by actually pushing against them and challenging myself, I can move so much further beyond what I ever thought possible. Now, my favorite quote of the moment, that would be, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing." And I believe that was by Helen Keller. I'm going to double check. But I truly believe that every day that we wake up, we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to create the most incredible life that we can, and that we are entitled to that life. It is our birthright to live in joy and to live a life of abundance and prosperity. And so when I wake up and I think about how to live a life of adventure, to me, I just take those chances. It's the fears that you feel and the courage that you use to overcome them. Okay, so one thing that I've recently learned that if I could, I would share with absolutely everybody is that you can do it. I promise. If you are wanting to do something, you're wanting to evolve and transform, you absolutely can do it. And I know that it's scary. I've gone through a lot of those sorts of fears that kind of crop up. Um, but I can't even tell you how much joy is on that other side of fear. And I've seen it happen, not just in my own life, but in my family and my friends. And so I do know that it's possible. You actually can follow those dreams. You can pursue your desires, and your truth is valuable. So that is the one message that I would share with everybody. All right, so that's all I'm going to be sharing with you today. Oh, here's my puppy. She's coming to say goodbye too. And I hope to see you or chat with you again soon. Have a fantastic day.